Boosted is kind of changing the world of electric vehicles, but in an unconventional way. 50% of all trips that people take in cars are under 5 miles, and that's 25% of all commutes.
The Boosted board really we see as our first product. We really think that this powertrain can allow us to reimagine what a vehicle can be.
So we started with something that's already really efficient. And then you use really efficient motors and really efficient batteries, and you design the electronics and the software really well, then you get basically the lightest electric vehicle that's ever been made. So the last mile of transportation is this huge problem that hasn't been solved yet. Once you get off of a public transit system, whether it's a bus or a train or anything else, how do you get along that last mile to your destination? So Boosted Boards does is it gives you a really portable vehicle that you can use in conjunction with public transit.
A normal longboard weighs about 8 pounds, and on our prototype boards we've added only 4 pounds. And we have a 6-mile range and a 20-mile-an-hour top speed, and we can climb hills. A couple years ago that would have been completely unheard of. But with that we've added regenerative braking, so not only can you stop easily, but you recharge the battery when you do it.
Right now we have some awesome partnerships. We're working with one of the best longboarding companies in the world, Loaded. And the idea behind that was we want to start with really great stuff.
We felt that it was important to keep this accessible to many people. Longboarding is actually closer to snowboarding and to surfing. We're taking that niche market of longboarders and being able to expand it so that it's easier for people to learn.
One of our mentors is the former director of engineering at Tesla. Having those mentors is really key because the experience that they have in actually bringing something to market makes it way, way easier to avoid a lot of the mistakes that most hardware companies do when they're first starting out.
I'm really excited about the idea of good electric transportation. I don't think the world has seen how good it actually can be. Right now, we're trying to make the best electric longboard that has ever been invented.
This isn't an easy task. It's a hardware product. It's really expensive to make it. It's really expensive to get all the bugs worked out and develop on it. And so it's something that we're really passionate about, but we need more resources. So that's where Kickstarter comes in. If we can get people to back the project and we can get the resources behind us, then we can deliver something really awesome to them, and we can make a big impact in our community in the world of transportation.
Well, it all began after seeing my first electric skateboard in a car park one day after I went for a surf. Couldn't believe that this dude was riding without pushing. I've never seen one of those before. Straight home, straight on Google. Wow, electric skateboards do exist. It was impulsive, I had to buy one. It just snowballed. One thing after another, I started tinkering, making the board to the way I like to ride and to the way I want it to be. It just went on and turned into an obsession. I started making these boards, these prototype boards for my mates. They loved them. Their mates wanted some and his mates wanted some. Before we knew it, within 6 months, we had already made like 20 to 25 boards. It was all about fun, enjoyment and carving, but now we have an electric skate company, so it's pretty rad. Evolve skateboards are made by ourselves, designed by me here in Australia. Our Bamboo series boards are all about high quality and performance. We use professional branded longboard wheels. We have a double truck system which enables the board to turn a lot more sharply and has a much more surfy snowboard feel about it. We use professional 6-ply vertically laminated bamboo decks, so we have a beautiful amount of pop. The motors that we use on our Bamboo Series boards, we use 5,000 RPM, 200 watt brushless motors. They're little rocket power horses. We use a lightweight, high performance lithium battery, so the range is huge. Get up to 30 kilometers, and not only can this board be used for carving and fun, and you can actually get to places with it as well. But the best thing about our boards too is that they just roll. That's part of the reason why we get such a good feel and good vibe when you ride our boards. The future for electric longboarding, electric skateboarding is going down the direction of creating an electric skateboard that doesn't look like it's electric. And we are heading that direction. We have some stuff in the pipeline and we're evolving into that.
So Marble is a dedicated team of engineers and designers who are really passionate about the project and passionate about the idea of short-range transportation and sustainable transportation. Whether it's commuting to work, getting to the subway or bus stop, running errands, or trying to just get across the college campus, short trips and urban travel have always been frustrating. In a car, we have to deal with traffic, parking, and of course, rising fuel costs. On a bicycle, we work up a sweat and then have to find a safe place to lock it up. We felt there had to be a better way to handle these short trips. Our goal at Marble was to create the lightest electric vehicle in the world, but also with an amazing user experience. We have spent the last 2 years dedicated to crafting and refining our Marble electric skateboard, the lightest electric skateboard in the world. With an amazing team, modern technology, and support from our community, we built the Marble board to be simple to use, efficient, and of course, exhilarating to ride. The Marble electric skateboard is the lightest electric skateboard in the world. It weighs only 9.9 pounds. With one full charge, the board goes 10 miles. That's not 10 testing in a lab miles, it's real world conditions. Most of our test riders are actually getting over 10 miles per charge. The question we get most is, how fast does it go? Well, it is one of the fastest electric skateboards. It has over 2,000 watts of power and will hit speeds of up to 20 miles an hour. It can actually hit 20 miles an hour even going uphill. We realize that 20 miles an hour is pretty quick, so we have designed the board settings to be completely customizable through a smartphone app. Our app, that we call the Dashboard, lets you set exactly what you want your top speed to be and determine the level of acceleration that best suits your riding style. This allows you to perfectly tune the board to your needs. If you want, you can even directly control the throttle of the board from our Dashboard app, which will allow you to leave the wireless handheld controller at home. We were able to achieve all of this by using state-of-the-art carbon fiber and Kevlar composites to create the deck design that completely encases and protects every bit of the electronics, as well as the battery cells. On top of that, we're using incredibly efficient 3-phase DC motors. Battery technology very similar to what you would find in the Tesla Model S. Our custom electronics are being manufactured for us right here in the United States. And finally, everything is assembled, tested, quality controlled, and shipped from our facility here in Tampa, Florida. So why are we on Kickstarter? It's because we need one more thing, and that's your help. We're trying to raise $90,000 in fundraising, and that money goes towards the first production run of the Marble board, as well as executing our contracts with our suppliers and our component manufacturers, and producing the molds and tooling we need for the composite deck. But we can't do it alone, so please help and back Marble today.